Hey guys, so they say that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I'll make an exception for now and talk to you about what we just announced at NAB in Vegas. So first of all, we have announced a new TouchControl 5, new version of it. I have it here. So let's just see if I can just pull it here. So like this. You know it, but the thing is that it now comes in a RAVENNA version. And RAVENNA is basically what broadcasters have been asking us for. So we are very happy to announce the new TouchControl 5 RAVENNA. So now we have two. We have the TouchControl 5 RAVENNA, TouchControl 5 Dante. Feature set is super similar, except for the audio interface, of course. So that's big news from us. The next thing is the new software for TouchControl 5, and it's called version 2. And it has a lot of new stuff coming in. So we are basically aligning the metering engine of TouchControl 5 with the one on TouchMonitor 5. So we have decided now to include more instruments in the TouchControl 5. That is the Vectorscope. It is the RTA, and it's the Loudness chart, and actually also the stereo correlator. So 4 new instruments for TouchControl 5. Another big thing is the new view editor that allows you to place any instrument on any page. So much more flexible, much more user-friendly, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. On the support for Dolby Atmos, we have also upped the game. We are now supporting array speakers, and we are supporting up to 2 specific bass management subwoofers. So in really large Dolby setups, they actually work with dedicated subwoofers that are dedicated to bass management only, apart from the LFE. So we support that also. And we support the Dolby Atmos music curve also. Final thing for TouchControl 5 is InterCOM. So we have upped the game also on InterCOM. You can now communicate with other TouchControl 5s in the network or other devices in the network. You can add more talkback buttons, up to 4. Where you can say, okay, I want to talk to this guy, I want to talk to this guy, I want to talk to this guy. And you can also listen in so that the incoming signal will be mixed into whatever you're listening to. So quite cool. There's also news for TouchMonitor 5 with the version 1.1. We are including our new RTA real-time analyzer and the new view editor. The real-time analyzer, the loudness chart, the Vectorscope, I'll make separate videos on those. Let's have a view on the new stuff. I prepared a preset here called NAB 2025 News. And as you see, those who are familiar with the preset page, it's actually changed a little bit. I'll make a more comprehensive video on the new view editor. So this is just so you can see on an overall level what we have changed here. The cool thing is that in the view here, it's now rearranged so that I have here all my applications. I've added monitoring and I've added metering to my preset. And here I have all the possibilities to mix between the different applications, which is quite cool. I can have my gigantic array speaker control. I can add my volume, I can add dim, mute, as you know. But the cool thing is I can also add ppm, like this. And over here I can just say I want a new view. I can call this view mute. I would be able to call the other one monitor control, something like that. Metering. I can put the new loudness chart in here, one we've added. I can put the RTA in here. and also the Vectorscope right here. And perhaps I even want to see if I can just make this a little bit smaller, so I can add also the stereo correlator, and I can actually rotate it like this. So I put it side by side to my Vectorscope. So this is the 4 new instruments that we have added to TouchControl 5 version 2.2. So as you see, those of you who are familiar with our old view editor, it had a lot of constraints on what you can do on each pages. I can now build more pages, and I can freely place any instrument on those pages. Also, we have moved some of the controls that were previously on the preset level into here. So if I, for instance, want to say sidebar presence, to put that in swipe mode, you can see it moves kind of outside my my view here, so I have more space for more instruments here. Probably put an RTA here, just for the as the example here. So now I have much more space for my my instruments on my view. I can also put an application marker here. Those are the markers you see here. They mark basically application. Each application has a color. You can see up here my monitoring has red, metering has yellow, and the instruments that belong to those applications are then marked with those corresponding colors. That's really good if I work with more audio sources, so I can actually, from a UI perspective, distinguish between them. If I don't, I can just put it to off, so they don't disturb my view. And of course, I can also set the sidebar position to right, so it's on the other side, as you know. This functionality was there previously also, but not as part of the view editor, so it was not so obvious what it actually did to your view. I'll be digging into more details in later videos. You can find them on our channel here. But I just wanted to give you an update on, the main stuff that we have done for the TouchControl 5 version 2.